Welcome back, everybody. It's Rickey Chavez with Battle Ready, where it's always a good time, whether young or old, to be able to reinvent yourself. Again, we still have Cedrick Savoy with us in the studio, and we're going to put on one of Cedrick's trailers, and then we'll talk a little bit about what he did with this. It's going to be Cleaner 2.
You right.
I know I'm right.
Is there a problem, Ms. Jameson?
What the fuck you talking about?
Too good to smoke Reggie now?
Oh, baby, I am definitely too good.
Man, well, shut your fat, fruit talking ass up, your scary ass in here.
Where you going with my bitch?
Yo, bitch. Nigga, this is my bitch. And look, put some drawers on your dick and fell out the bottom.
We got a little problem on our hands that need to be handled. More like yesterday.
You can't be that stupid. I'm in the house and I'm gonna shit on myself,
Shit, bro, don't play with me in here, no. I ain't graduated, though.
Watch your fucking tone you talking to me.
So in the studio, we have Cedrick Savoy, the producer, director, filmmaker with SS Film. Cedrick, tell us a little bit about that last trailer. All of your stuff is comedies, right?
Yeah, so I got 5 comedies out. We just did a romance. That trailer, that movie there is crazy. So it's the sequel to part 1, where part 2, like this janitorial service, they wind up stealing gold bars from me, because I'm in the movie. And
Okay.
we go at them to get it back, but it's a lot of comedy and drama that happen in the middle of it. So it's a really good movie.
And what made you think of it? How'd you come up with it?
Actually, my friend K. Chill, he do a lot of comedy, so I was just trying to figure out a way to help him grow his career more by actually making a movie based around it. And my other friend Smoke, he do a lot of things too, so I was able to bring both of those people together, and we created a story based off of them.
So, and I know in one of our conversations, I think we were talking yesterday, maybe the day before, you said in the next couple months you're going to be filming in Texas.
Yeah, so I filmed my last film in Louisiana, as for right now, which was a romance film. We showed it on Saturday, but now I'm focusing on like covering the Texas market because there's a lot in Texas, man. I mean, it's nothing bigger than Texas, right?
Right, exactly.
So I got to show some love here too.
Okay, so when you do this, how do you come up with your actors, actresses? What are you going to do?
So I usually do a casting call. I'll put out a casting call and people show up. You know, we have certain parts, we don't have the full script beat up, but we have certain parts of the script for the certain actors, and we let people do their thing, you know, and I go based off of what I get out the people, but it's open to the public, you know. We don't discriminate. Anybody from any type of walk of life is open to come try out for our movies.
So how do people get to find that?
So basically, I put it on my website, www.ssfilms.com, on all my social media sites, which is SS Films with the Z. So I update it and I put out newsletters, send out email newsletters, so it's ways for people to keep up with me.
Okay, is there a pretty big market in the Houston area for
Oh, yeah.
actors, actresses?
It's a huge market. Actually, there's a lot of films that's being produced out here in Houston, so it's a very, very big market. It's production ready. Peerspace is anybody's best friend. Anybody that's doing music videos, movies, commercials, Peerspace. I mean, there's a lot of sets. So Peerspace is really a creative platform that's made for creators. Like, they got different spaces, just like this space we're in. They got spaces like this that you can rent by the hour, that you really can take your production value up by renting these spaces. And when I'm talking, these spaces are done where it's set up with TVs, furniture, look like jailhouse, look like courtroom. So when you're doing production and when you're a creator, you can easily rent one of these spaces and get the look you're going for. So that's why Houston is the prime market for me to start pushing my movies out here.
How did you find out about all these things?
So being a music video director for so many years, this was something that we've been needing out here, and just searching and searching and searching, one day it popped up on my timeline, and I probably was one of the first directors renting some of these spaces out here, you know. So, and now they started off with about 10 to 15 spaces. There's probably over 100 spaces available now, even houses.
Okay. So, excuse me. Now we've talked about the spaces they can find, the peer, what is it called?
Peerspace.
Peerspace that you can go to find different locations to shoot. So if a person's out here thinking, man, they have the creative juices, what would you tell them to do? What would be the steps for them?
The first thing to do is come up with an idea. Come up with an idea, because the idea gonna let you know exactly what you need. You need to have a good, solid idea first of all, and from there, you get online. Like I say, Peerspace, they made me an ambassador, so anybody that need access to these spaces, let me know.
Okay.
I just became an ambassador, but you gotta have your idea first. You can't do nothing without a good idea.
But there's no bad idea, is there?
It's no bad idea.
So talk about that.
So, it's no such thing as a bad idea. It's all about how you implement it.
Okay.
Even if it is bad, that's your opinion of that.
Okay.
We all entitled to our own opinions. So,
right.
like, a lot of my ideas I felt was bad, but when I put it out, it was golden. So anything can become great,
So you were telling me earlier that that last trailer we saw, The Cleaners 2, right?
Yeah.
Had about 3 million
3
views.
million views right now on Tubi, leading the comedy section on Tubi for the last 9 weeks.
Okay.
Actually, I got 3 movies that's leading. I got Welcome to Fat Bellies.
Okay.
We got The Cleaners 2, and we got Powerball that been leading the comedy section for the last 9 weeks on Tubi.
So what does that mean?
So basically, like, you got categories, like on just like Netflix and Amazon Prime. You got the different categories where you got comedy, you got drama. So we lead in the comedy category. Like, when you go on Tubi, the first 3 movies come up, are those 3 movies.
Okay.
We lead in the black independent category, so we control about 5 different categories on Tubi right now with our movies. We one of the hottest producers, one of the hottest film companies that's doing comedies right now in the United States on the independent level.
Okay. So how does that make you feel when you think about where you were, when we met 4 years ago, right? And you were going through some transitions, and the filming side, you've only been doing filming a couple years now, right?
Yeah, so I've been doing movies for only 2 years.
2 years.
So in 2 years, we produced 6 films in 2 years.
Okay.
It's been amazing, man. Like, I never thought I was gonna be able to produce this much, and I do just like I did in music. I keep going. When I'm done, I go on to another. When I'm done, I go on to another. So a lot of directors, producers, and executives right now across the U.S. don't understand how I was able to do so many movies. And let me tell y'all, with no team, it's either me and my wife or me and a friend. With no team, I'm talking about directing, editing, writing, coloring, sound design, producing, marketing, distributing. I do it all myself.
So let's talk about work ethic then. So nowadays, I know we talk about that all the time, some of the different generations, their idea of work ethic. To be successful, what kind of work ethic do you have to have?
You gotta have that go-getter mindset. You gotta have that mindset where if you fail, you still go. Like, it ain't no failures. Even when you feel like you at your lowest, you gotta feel like you're at your highest. Like, even for me, even being accomplished, having so many awards, having so many great things going on for myself, I still work like I ain't got nothing. And you can't never lose that.
I love that. I work like I don't have anything. I mean, I'll tell you, work ethic is a big thing in my mind. I always think about, what are you going to do to make yourself better? Everybody wants to be a superstar, but a lot of people don't really know. I'm not going to say that they can't do it, but they don't really know what they need to do to have that work ethic. I think about yesterday when I was calling you about coming out here, and earlier in the day, I couldn't get a hold of you at all. And I was like,
right.
And you was asleep.
Yep, I was asleep because I was working that whole entire day.
So tell me what that means, whole entire day. So you started when and got finished when?
Get up at 6 in the morning, be done at 6 in the morning.
Okay, so you did 24 hours.
24 hours, and then when if we do a film contest, that's 48 hours, 72 hours. I work to completion. Like, a lot of people don't understand what it means. Work to completion, work till the job's done, and wait on the next one to come.
And you're not a single guy, right?
No, I'm married.
Okay, and you got 2 little kids, right?
I got 2 kids.
And the reason I'm saying that, How understanding does your wife have to be?
I mean, she understand it. Like, she been riding with me for the last 10 years, you know? Like, I spent probably about 6 years of my career I spent on the road. Like, I was traveling, working with all these artists, Boosie, Rick Ross, Dej Loaf, Cardi B, Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I didn't work with the greats in my industry. But she understand it, you know, and she support me. Even till now, she act in these movies.
I saw that.
You know, she even, like in The Cleaners too, I got to give her credit in The Cleaners too. She wrote the whole scene, the whole court scene.
Okay.
Like all those words, she wrote that herself. But you know, she a great part of my operation. You know, without her, I wouldn't be here.
So you have to have somebody that supports you.
Oh yeah, support system is, you need that in this industry.
And through this time, and the next show, we're going to talk a little about the support system that maybe you have to let go of because they're not as supportive as they
Right.
say.
Right.
I know that the one thing that's always impresses me with Bianca is she's always positive. Every time I talk
All
to
the
her, and I've
time.
known her for quite a while,
All the time.
and even when you're going through them little struggles between the music and the movies, I remember talking to Bianca. She's like, she's at it again. He's just trying to figure it out, and she's just there as your rock, huh?
Yeah, she know I go through those phases where I just need my silence. I need my moment to myself because I'm a Gemini, you know. So
Okay.
I go through those phases where I need to sit there alone in silence because that's when I get my deepest thoughts, and I figure everything out, man.
Okay.
Like I figure everything out. Like that when I'm just to myself, I can put a whole plan together for 6 months.
Well, good.
You know.
So everybody, again, thanks Cedrick for being with us. We're going to be going to a quick message here. We'll be back, talk a little bit more with Cedrick Savoy, SS Films.